Whatever you want to do, you need to understand how to do it the right way. So tonight's episode of Sex Talk with Dr. Tolu, I will be teaching you how to give a great head. So you want to perform cunnilingus like a pro. There are pros and cons. So tonight, I'll be teaching you how to give a head like a headmaster. So probably you've been doing it like a washerman, like I usually say. Like you put your mouth like, I remember I saw a quote on social media and somebody said, even though this is not a statistic that has been proven, somebody said 70% of Nigerian men just put their head there and put their mouth there and just do like this. The person actually did a video. And then he said 20% are biting you and they are turning you off instead of turning you on. And he said it's only 10% that actually understand how to do it. And even the 10%, let's say only about 2 are actually doing it like a pro. So tonight, if you listen to me and probably get your pen and paper, you can move from an amateur to a professional when it comes to giving a woman a head. This is very, very important for men because like I've said, about 25% of women will not even reach orgasm with your penile penetration. And of course, to so many women, if you give them a head, you might not even need to worry about penetration. Of course, there are some women who are not actually interested in cunnilingus. There are some women like that. But sincerely speaking, majority want you to step up your head game. How do you do that? Follow me tonight. Now, my number 1 point, deal with her as an individual. Now, there is no better place where the statement different stroke for different folks sounds so real than a place like this. A place like cunnilingus. When you want to perform cunnilingus, the rule is that it takes different things for different women or for different ladies to feel good. And what works for you is for you to deal with her as a person, as an individual. Don't deal with her the way you were dealing with your ex. Do not deal with her the way you used to do it before. Understand this person that you are dealing with. That is your number 1 step to becoming a pro or a headmaster. Secondly, do not stress. Now, as popular as cunnilingus is getting, there are still some women that are not interested in cunnilingus. And of course, because it's getting so popular now, I mean, women are becoming more aware and men are beginning to understand. It's dawning on Nigerian men, African men that I really need to know how to do this. And because it's dawning on you and the awareness is getting so much, it's possible to get carried away and be under pressure whenever you want to perform your cunnilingus. Now, to help you better, pressure will never help you. Stress will never help you. Do not panic. Don't even try to be a pro. Do not try to impress. Just do your thing. Don't stress. Take it a step at a time. Relax. That is your second point to becoming a pro when it comes to giving a head. Number 3, on how to give a head like a headmaster. Make sure you are enjoying what you are doing. Now, there is difference between having a checklist. Breast, click. Touching of breast, click. Touching of nipple, click. Click. Kissing, click, 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 click. And you want to have sex. You want to enjoy it. Now, when you want to perform cunnilingus, there's difference between, they said every woman likes it. Let me just do it. Put your mouth. Okay, cunnilingus gone. Then put my penis. There's difference between that and like cunnilingus. I love this body. I love this vagina that I'm looking at. I want to ravish. I want to enjoy it. So there's difference between those two things. You enjoy what you are doing. You get lost in it. You are doing it because you are enjoying it, not because you just want to mark register. I hope you understand the difference. Very, very important. Your attitude, the way you do things, your attitude is going to change. Your mood is going to change. The passion in which you are using to do it is going to change. If you are doing it because you enjoy it, the woman you are doing it for is going to feel all of that. My number 4 point when it comes to performing cunnilingus like a pro is to clean up. Now, imagine having a sandpaper, you know, a sandpaper, and be rubbing it on a woman's vagina. That's how it feels when you are not properly shaven and you are trying to give a head. There's no way all those places are not going to touch or have or make contact with the vagina, or at least the vulva. So you need to clean up. Make sure you are well shaven if you want to get down, if you want to perform cunnilingus. And of course, your nails, very, very important. Make sure your pedicure are on point. At least just make sure your nails are not too long so that you're not going to injure her. And of course, your mouth. Like, come on. You don't want to use the finger you've used to eat. What do you eat? All those things you eat outside when you decide to go out with the boys and afterwards give a cunnilingus. And when you went out, you've eaten your suya, your ishewu, and all of that with your mouth, with your finger, and all the pepper, all the, these things are hanging, under your nails. It could make things difficult. Instead of turning her on, you could turn her off. All these little things are very important. Make sure you are well prepared. Your mouth is clean. If you have to use mouthwash, use mouthwash. If you have to brush, just make sure you brush, just to make sure that your mouth is healthy before you put it in the vagina. And of course, make sure your fingers are clean, your nails are well tidied, and of course you are well shaven. Very, very important. All those things, if they are not on point, they could lead to distraction, and distraction is, in fact, when it comes to cunnilingus, distraction is a big deal for women, because she's trying to put herself into it. She's trying to enjoy it. She's moving, from one level to the other, and she's moving to the peak. And moving, in the process of moving, you are not well shaven, and it looked like, oh, you just use some paper to touch her in that place. She's back to the base and she's picking it up again. So to avoid all of that, so that things can actually flow properly, you need to clean up. And another point, get comfortable. Things could get awkward if you really don't know how to get a comfortable position. You could strain your neck if you don't get comfortable. So you don't be like, oh, they just said we should give a head, let me give a head. Get comfortable. If you have to make her to sit down and then put pillow underneath buttocks so that you can have direct access to the vagina. It's very, very important. Make sure you are comfortable. That way you can get lost in what you are doing without getting distracted. And of course, you want to be a headmaster, make use of props. So props is not what they use only in movies. You use props when you also want to make love. And of course, you want to give a head like a pro, you need props. You need toppings. Some people use ice cream. Some people use chocolate. A lot of edible toppings, flavored, non-flavored, ice. Yeah, ice cubes. They are very, very beautiful. They are very, very sensitive. They make things very interesting when it comes to, you can put your ice block, all these little cubes in your mouth when you want to give a head. It's very interesting. So, but just make sure that you are using products that have no glycerin. Very, very important, because glycerin could actually be very bad for women who are prone to infection. But as much as possible, to spice things up, to make sure things are more interesting. Of course, to make sure you move from an amateur to a pro, you need to have props. And finally, give her a happy ending. All right, so for so many women, you could actually make a woman to come have a multiple orgasm through your cunnilingus. You could make a woman to squirt through your cunnilingus. For some women, they don't even want more than that. If you want to penetrate, all well and good for you. For them, they are cool already. But for some other women, the penetration is the icing on the cake, and she still wants you to do it. So that's like the happy ending, like the icing on the cake. So do not forget, if she wants it, do not leave her just with the oral sex or with the cunnilingus. Give her a happy ending. All right. Okay, so those are my house to have a very romantic and step up your game in step up your cunnilingus game tonight. Thank you for being a part of my show. Follow us on all our social media platforms, and of course follow me at Dr. Tolu _ the Fixer. Have a cunnilingus night. Bye bye.